Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I am feeling so good. So good, in fact, I would like to keep talking about Love Island as long as you'll have us.
Word.
So, in real time right now, we are still watching the same episode of Love Island we were watching the last time we talked to you guys. But I have more to say.
What you say?
I'm Jen.
I'm Neal.
This is Neal.
That's me.
He's American.
Yes.
I'm Canadian. We're in a relationship. We met on Xbox.
Oh, yeah. Not PlayStation.
No.
Nope, there's a big distinction.
Is there really? What does that mean?
Console wars.
I was like, do you know something I don't? We talk about reality TV mostly, and also we talk about whatever you want to hear about. Rate us, like us, subscribe. I take an edible.
I don't. Stone Cold Sobes.
So if you like people who are stone cold sobes, you'll like us. And if you like people who aren't, I can't promise that I'm your cup of tea. But if I'm not, then don't drink me. Amaya!
Okay, Amaya.
So we're big Amaya fans in this house.
Yeah, she deserves the money and no one else.
I'm so glad you said "and no one else," because that segues so perfectly into what I want to talk about. We are still not finished the episode. It's episode, well, on my app, it doesn't count the unseen bits or the after sun or whatever. So we're on episode 28. It's the episode where they're all getting all soaped up during the challenge.
It's the third to the penultimate episode.
No one is going home this episode. Originally,
there was
we didn't know if someone was going to go home, but they did say, hey, America, vote for your favorite couple.
And the bottom couple would be vulnerable.
Did they say that?
Yes.
So they really have pushed it a whole episode ahead. So explain that to the people. Hey, guys, we talk about reality TV. Hi.
So that after Tuesday's episode, Ian said, vote for your favorite couple that you believe deserves to go into the finals.
So not who you want to win. Sorry.
So not who you want to win, just to make to the final episode, or the finals, whatever they call it. And the bottom couple would be vulnerable, as he would say. But that would definitely just mean going home or something.
That's the thing. We have a voiceover person and a host, and they still make them host their own challenges by cell phone.
Yes.
Well, cell phone. And then they go to the challenges and they have instructions. But host whole, removals from the island by cell phone.
So annoying.
But
this is the penultimate. Ariana's not going to be in this episode because they're not doing anything in this episode because it was pushed. So you're going to have to eliminate 2 people tonight.
I have a theory for why it was pushed. And this is me saying this. Neal and I went swimming this morning, so I have not been, and then I came home and I worked. I have not been on social media, so I don't know about this episode.
The first look's probably out by now for tonight, but go ahead.
But I don't even know about this episode where we still have an hour. No, we don't have an hour left. It's an hour-long episode, and we're only halfway through.
Do you want me to tell you something?
No, I don't. I want to give my prediction first before I know it.
Okay, it doesn't have any bearing, but...
If, you don't know, because you don't know what I'm going to say.
Okay, go on.
If Huda and Chris come out of this episode looking good, I think America is shocked that they are slipping in the ranks. I will side with you that they are slipping in the ranks just because she has become so unbearable to him.
But remember,
for the general
voting
viewer.
is already over. People, voted Tuesday night.
But do you think? Or do you think they're just going to do another vote?
I don't think they were going to do another vote after this.
No, sorry. I don't think they're going to do another vote. I think it's going to be based on the votes because I think it is going to be pretty cut and dry. Whoever... Well, maybe this does kind of ruin it.
So everything that was supposed to happen was supposed to be from the voting from Tuesday night. The 2.5 hours after Tuesday night's episode.
Okay.
So that was supposed to happen this episode, but it's not. It's going to happen tonight.
I was going to hypothesize that they kept voting open for longer, and I was going to say that I think they're trying to sell us Hutta and Chris. I'll know I'm right about that if they come out of this episode looking good. I think they're okay. So this can be true even if it's not for the reasons I think. Here are the couples I think they're trying to sell us. They're trying to sell us Hutta and Chris. They just really made out during the challenge. I think that's exactly what they needed. I would also argue that Nick and Alandria making out in the challenge is exactly what they needed to break that friendship barrier that they had. So I think if they come out of this episode looking good, that the producers are also trying to get us to vote for Nick and Alandria. I think they, as the producers, would be happy with a Nick Alandria win, or a Chris and Hutta win, or an Amaya Papaya win.
Here is what I saw, because nobody knows why. People said, and it sort of goes hand in hand with what you're saying,
I love that.
There weren't enough just like my version of quote unquote boring episodes this season, and they decided to have just all the couples getting along for an episode rather than devote half the episode to an elimination.
And is that what they needed to do more of? We talked about this last episode with Love Island UK. It seems like we've gotten to watch them just like interact a lot more.
Yes.
I really think sometimes these people don't get to talk to each other.
Right. And that's
weird.
That is weird. You should, yeah. I think
maybe produce them less. I know we're always teetering over the line of overproduced and underproduced. I think just in general, there's a lot that you can improve on from this season.
Yes.
Of Love Island US.
Here's my thinking. They had the flexibility to do that because there are only, 5 couples left? You can just eliminate 2 tonight.
You know what?
And take 3 into the final episode.
There's really no excuse for a bad season, period, because you get to keep... It's almost live. So you get to keep bringing these people in until something works.
Yeah.
No,
but
your casting department should have been good enough that it worked. Like Grayson, for example, was disappointed that she was a Casa girl. Exactly.
This was the fewest amount of people on
Coco,
any season.
People thought she should have been a regular.
Right. This was 30 people total, which was the fewest amount of fewest amount of people.
People can go with amount.
Okay, fewest amount of people in a season.
No, number of people.
Fewest number of people in a season. So I saw somewhere that they were planning on doing like the family episode. So, but now
like bringing the family?
But when do you have time? You have 2 episodes. When do you have time to do that now?
Oh, no. I hate to disappoint you, Neal. I know you're still new to the franchise. We always waste an episode on that really late in the season.
But you have 2 episodes left.
Yeah, I'm guessing the penultimate episode will literally just be that.
But then you're going to take 5 couples to the final episode?
Yes.
Well, Ian says something about the voting.
No, we're going to get rid of someone next episode.
Right. And, no... I wouldn't bring families on...
your family, see ya.
This season. No one's close enough for that even... No, it's not like last season.
It could be an elimination at the beginning of the episode and then family.
But an elimination takes 20, 25, 30 minutes to show. Because if they use the texting...
Yeah, and on something that comes on 5 times a week, it would be weird to have 2 focuses in one episode.
Yes, so
So when are the families coming?
Maybe they're not. Everyone thought we were going to have movement.
I saw pictures.
Did you? Okay, so, tonight or Sunday?
Of, like, 2 families walking in together, like, side by side.
Okay, so tonight...
Like, holding hands almost. Like, really walking side by side.
Oh, my gosh, it's totally Nick's parents and Alandria's parents, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Something, I don't know. I don't
Nick's
remember.
parents are, or Landry's parents are divorced. I hope they come, because everyone in America wants them to be together, so make it happen. I guess they really can just be flexible and do what they want, huh?
But is that why they're doing it? They are just showing us these people living. I think already, halfway through the episode, Hudda looks better in my eyes. Alandria looks like she might actually have a spark for Nick. First time I've said that yet. I think she is wholly uninterested in him.
Yeah.
This is the first time I thought maybe the tide is turning.
Well, the first third of the season, everyone, including the audience, was just drained of Hudda and Jeremiah.
You can't forget that.
So we didn't get to have any of these episodes. Then the middle third was all Casa and just like...
Which, in a forced way, like not even in a good way.
Just like eliminations and recouplings and new people. So we didn't get to see, because people were going in and out like crazy. So finally, this back third, now you're actually getting to have these people grow finally.
And so many people found no one. Like, Austin found no one.
But he found, quote unquote, Jaden and had like 2 seconds with her before she got the boot. He got the boot. So I think the whole Casa concept was stupid.
Yeah.
Bringing them all, you make that like, for the first time, we're going to have everybody back, but then you just eliminated most of them as soon as they got back.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Like, right, exactly. If you're going to do that, let the Casa people interact.
And like,
I saw a picture of who and who. Like a Casa guy and a Casa girl. And it's like, hey, if they end up together, they probably didn't even, like, talk until they were, like, leaving.
But I don't think you should... Like, Austin was in a couple with Jaden, and they both got eliminated. Like, that shouldn't be allowed in...
So you think strictly, purely, it should be people who do not have a connection. Singles go.
Well, if
you're likable.
If you're going to eliminate or have 5 people up for elimination and only save 1, but there's 2 people in the elimination that are a couple... How does that make any sense?
Choose one makes no sense.
Yes.
You're so right.
So you can't save either of them because they're in a couple that just got coupled up. So that whole section, I think, was just a total waste.
Whoa.
Grayson she was with Pepe. She didn't get to make any connections with anybody else. Because she immediately
sat her down and was like, this isn't anything.
Yeah, and then she got eliminated because
respect for him for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one was open to getting to know other people to begin with, so it's just... Austin was really just a big floater that was trying to find quote-unquote trying to find somebody.
He was there for the party. Taylor was there for the party.
Yes.
I think he might actually be smitten with Clark. Do I think it works outside? No, I do not.
They're done by the reunion.
Are they even together now? I think they're together now.
Right. So in a month.
Have they gotten their phones back?
Yes, Taylor. Yeah, because was he on the Today Show? No, he was on something where he said, like, yeah, Nick told me he had a thing for Landry in, like, the first episode.
Right. He said that.
They've been, the people that have just been getting eliminated have been getting their phones back on, like, day 1. Which wasn't happening earlier in the season.
Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to finish the second half of this episode. But mark my words. If Hudda and Chris come out looking good, if Nick and Alandria come out looking good, they wanted to take another episode and dedicate it to them winning America's favor. They're worried because there's such a differential that it's not even close. They want to make more stars. It's just as valuable for them if Hudda becomes a star.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
just as valuable for them if Shelley becomes a star and Ace becomes a star. So let's take a segment and focus on how much they like each other.
Yeah.
They haven't done that enough this season.
They definitely haven't.
We barely seen these people talk.
Right.
That's crazy. That is the biggest issue.
Because, yes, we'll
We
go over it.
don't know them.
We'll go over it again, I'm sure, when we come back.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, boys. Buys. Uh-oh.
See you soon.
BRB. Okay, guys, BRB. Okay, we're back and we have finished the end of the episode. We just got a preview for the next episode. We're talking about Love Island.
Penultimate.
And they are bringing in the families. And I remembered that I think it's Chris's family and Huda's family who we watch walk in together. I have a lot to say about Chris.
Yes, and I have a lot to say about hyping up someone going home and then just completely ignoring it the entire episode and acting like it didn't happen.
I would really like to go back and see if he actually says, and the couple with the lowest votes will be vulnerable, or if it was really just a vote to see, are you going to look right now?
I'm going to cue it up.
That is crazy behavior.
Because I'm not crazy, because it actually happened.
No, listen, you know it better than me. I'm sure you're right. But
Why don't you talk about Chris?
okay, I'm mad. I think she was trying to improve the situation and he was shut down. And it's okay to be shut down, but he wasn't being very nice to her.
No.
It's not okay to be snippy and snide and mean.
Right, he didn't give them the chance to resolve it because he's just like,
Why are we talking about it again?
No matter how many times you say it, I'm not going to understand it. And I didn't even think of this, and he hasn't brought it up, but his whole, like, they made out in the challenge in front of everybody. So how it, like...
But my point is, now that they've had that conversation, her willingness to do that, shouldn't she get points for that from him? Isn't she now trying, and he is just so far gone that he can't let her try? Then he needs to let her go. But instead, their families are going to come. And apparently their families, like, walk in together. That's the picture I think I saw.
Which, like, again, I don't know if they just don't even think about the challenges like that. Because it's always, haha, it's just the challenge.
Well, I mean, that's been a huge point of contention this season, though.
Yes.
If you do it in the challenge. But yes, we're at the point in the season where they're not making out with anyone else. This could be an issue where she's making out with other people and not making out with him. It's not like that's the case.
It's just a weird... But then she brings up, hey, could you please acknowledge me more in the mornings? And he's like, yeah, of course. And he's like, oh, well, that's how you should bring these things up. And she's like, did I do a good job? Like, because she did it calmly.
Yeah, he was like, yes, see, isn't that better?
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Are you about to call it an example of a good conversation?
No, I commented on how he was being snippy with everything he was saying. I didn't like how he was acting. Huda was being calm, cool, and collected, trying to bring resolution, and he was just like, "No, I don't want to deal with this."
Now,
anymore.
do I think part of it is him being dejected because their conversations keep going nowhere every time, and she keeps like holding him over a barrel? But now he's doing the same thing back to her now. So now it's become toxic on both sides.
He's not trying to understand her point of view.
Not at all.
No matter how many different ways she explains it.
And it's really bothering her. And I understand that. I want to be understood. That's
Right.
why I over-explain everything.
Right. Maybe she should try that approach.
No, she is. That's the point.
Yes, and
Oh, you mean an edible? No, oh gosh, she'd probably talk even more. Or not talk, because that was his problem. She was always storming away. And in an earlier conversation this episode, she again storms away. And we talked about this on the last episode, you are totally Team Chris in that moment. You are saying, he's trying to say, let's just sit down and have a conversation. I don't like when you walk away, and she's getting up to storm off. But
Yes.
she always has an excuse for, well, that wasn't storming off. the conversation was, I had ended the conversation.
Right.
She doesn't take accountability either, but that was condescending to be like, now isn't that better?
Yeah, oh yeah, that was gross. And, I mean, she brought it.
And it's weird, exactly. It's toxic on both ends. Her bringing up in that moment, here's what you don't do enough for me. That's when Jeremiah looked at her and said, are you dead ass?
Yeah.
He was, like, his flabbers were gassed in.
Yes, flabbers were indeed gassed.
And instead, yes. Chris is pretending to be the mature one and pretending to say, oh, thank you for sharing that with me. I will do better. No, I think it's all an act now. I think he acts superior to be superior. I think he has a superiority complex. You're 6'8", you shouldn't have a superiority complex. You are superior.
Yes, it's just weird. Like, nothing got resolved, and...
Which, there goes my theory that they were really going to try and sell them this episode.
No.
They sold Nick and Alandria.
You had the wrong... Yes, Nick and Alandria. I told Jen this during the episode. Yeah. I think the show is going to rig it so that Ace and Shelley win.
100%.
Because they keep shoving them in our face every episode now to make it seem genuine. And I still, even after they go to the hideaway and Ace writes a poem for... I do not see Henny... He does not like this girl at all.
I don't think so either. I think he would be playing this role no matter who was opposite him. You could cast anyone in the role of Shelley.
I think she likes him.
I think she's fallen for it, yeah.
But I see nothing.
Oh, I think it's all an act.
Yes.
Does he try to milk it on the outside world, though, the way Serena and Cordell worked?
No, they're done. I don't think he... I see more of a, we just ended up not being compatible on the outside, but we're great friends.
He did call her, I found a best friend in here. And then he wasn't like breaking up. He was saying that as a good thing. I don't know. I think when a dude says we were founded on a best friendship, it's sometimes awkward to cross that gap. I think that's what's happening with Nick and Alandria. I don't think it's natural for them. The first glimpse of natural, I think maybe, was the kiss during the challenge. I would like to see them, for science, I would like to see them kiss again.
I mean, they were starting to, and then they cut off the photo booth segment. They were just starting to make out, and then they... went to a commercial.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, obviously.
Well, yeah, because he grabbed her boobs. And
I didn't think there was making out. I knew. I'd seen the boob grab picture on social media.
They were just starting to, and then it faded away.
Oh, I got you.
And I thought they were going to go back to it, but no, they didn't.
Okay. I think this should be a Reality Bites, which is where we talk about reality TV for 25 minutes or less.
Okay.
So we just gave you guys our predictions for the losers, at least, our predictions of where we think production is going with this.
I think they really want Ace and Shelley to win.
Yeah.
I don't think they will get the votes if it's a USA or World picks the winner.
Here's the thing, Amaya and Brian trying to parent trap Huda and Chris just made Amaya and Brian cuter.
Yes. And Pepe and Iris got like 0, other than 1 2-minute conversation, got 0 screen time, which I think they're trying to sabotage them because I think America really likes them.
I think I'm right from the beginning that they aren't getting many votes as a couple. I think people do like Pepe. I think people do like Iris. I don't know. I don't think it's a draw from the general public, and we've talked about before that we think the general public is going to make or break this. I hope they leave it to America. They do, yes. Right?
I hope so.
So whenever you're listening to this, we are like hard on the Love Island content right now because this is your time to get caught up and let us know what other Love Islands we should watch with you, because now I really want to go back and watch Survivor Africa and see how big of a focus the animals are on the season, yes, and how very survival it is. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening. Please like us. Please subscribe. Please let us know if you like these shorter conversations, because we could, like, talk to you every day.
Yes.
And maybe we will.
We'll see. We're just experimenting.
Oh, Neal doesn't like this.
No. We're just trying different things to see what sticks. But now we're over the 25 minutes.
Well, the 25 minutes was like under 30 minutes.
Yes. Just a shorter version.
Just a little update.
Which
My
works
Favorite Murder
perfectly
does that.
for boring episodes.
Of
like,
Love Island where no one
yes.
goes home. Yes, thank you. Oh, you're so supportive. Guys, Neal's so supportive. Please also support us so we can keep talking to you guys.
Yes.
Subscribe. Bye.
Bye.